Hello everyone, welcome back to the midweek update for my Fruit Ninja game. This is going to be a relatively short video when it comes to the usual stuff like the design of the game, the current features, and what's still to be added. However, I thought it would be pretty helpful to show how I actually cut the objects in half, so this will be a kind of mini how it's made as well. So when it comes to the design of the game, as you can see on the screen, a lot of it is what you would expect in a Fruit Ninja game. Fruit and bombs fly up from the bottom of the screen. You must slice all the fruit, in my case colorful balls, and each one you hit is added to your score. The game ends when you lose all 3 lives. This can happen by hitting a bomb or missing a fruit. The main design difference I wanted to go for was the music and rhythm. So far it kind of works. The beat is cool, but the notes can be somewhat awkward, especially if you are hitting the same note like after another, after another, after another. So I'm hoping that still sounds cool for you at home, but for right now, I'm not entirely sure how it feels. It's a little bit awkward. There will be several background beats that you can choose from and several sets of note sounds as well. And on that topic of customization, you will also be able to choose the sword color of your slicing color. But however, all that isn't quite in just yet. So what features are in then, do you ask? Well, as you can see, the basics are all here. So you can slice up fruit, and as I said on Monday, this is a relatively simple game, which is kind of a nice change of pace. The main features of cutting and spawning fruit is here, as well as pretty much all the UI elements I could find from the original Fruit Ninja. So let me cut you in on my secret to chopping my fruit in half with a little live demo. Alright, so now we're into the Unity part here. So I'm just going to show you how I slice up my objects. So what I use Pro Builder to kind of get that to work. So if you don't know how to get Pro Builder, then let me show you. You're going to go to your window and your package manager. You're then going to go into your Unity registry and search up Pro Builder, and you should have it here. Just go ahead and hit install. Should only take a few minutes or a few seconds depending on how good your machine is. So then once you have Pro Builder, the thing we want to use is experimental. So you're going to want to go to our edit here, and we're going to go all the way down to preferences. Once preferences opens up, find the Pro Builder section and go ahead and click on this experimental features enabled. When you click on this the first time, it may or may not take like a few minutes to actually click. It's just because it's compiling all of the Pro Builder scripts. So go ahead and just click on that. It might take a second, just let it do its thing. Once that's all done, then you might notice that you do have this little thing called tools here that wasn't there before. This is where Pro Builder lives. So you can go ahead and open Pro Builder. And the 2 things we want is our Pro Builder window and this new experimental Boolean tool. Let's first make 2 shapes with our Pro Builder window. So I'm going to go ahead and just hit new shape. I'm going to make 2 cubes. So there's a cube and there's a cube. And then I'm just going to close it because I don't need it. If you're not using a Pro Builder thing, you can always Pro Builderize a shape. And then that also will turn it into a Pro Builder mesh object. So if you're using just regular 3D objects and you're like, I still need these to kind of intersect or something, just Pro Builderize those. Anyways, I don't need this anymore, so I'm going to get rid of it. And let's rename our cubes just so we know which is which. So this is going to be my main cube. And then this is going to be the cube that I cut up, or that does the cutting maybe. So this is my cutting cube. And then we're going to go back to our tools, Pro Builder and experimental. We're going to open up the Boolean tool. And then we're going to drop both of these meshes into the ones that we want. So we want our main cube to be the first thing. So the one you want to kind of cut up, slice up, add stuff to, that's going to be the first one. And then we're going to put the cutting cube into the second spot. So let's see how I do it. So what I do is I overlap the objects in whatever way that I want. And then the one that I used to actually cut them in half was subtraction. So once you have that operation and you see what it is, you can hit apply. and it'll pop out a new game object. So you can kind of see here now, I have just this piece of the cube from the original cube size. And so then you can do that however you want. You know, maybe I want it to give me some sort of L shape or something, and boom, there you go. I have this shape, this kind of coffee chair shape. And yeah, so that's pretty much how easy it is. So pretty much what I did was I just cut the circles in half, and then from there, once you cut it, I just spawn both halves and then delete the main part that you cut. I'll probably go more into depth with that in the original how it's made for that video. But I thought this was something that I kind of just learned on the fly while doing this, so I thought it would be pretty cool to show you. Anyways, I'm going to just finish the video here in Unity. So what features are still on the way? Well, lots of customization. So pretty much all of the customization. I haven't really had time to work on any of that. So from our main menu, there's going to be various customize / and then another button for customize song, background music, all that kind of stuff. So there's going to be lots of customization options just so that, you know, the game doesn't feel like a one and done after, you know, you get to like 100 score or something. But pretty much other than that, like the game is pretty self-contained. So as you probably saw in the earlier, while I was playing it and talking over it, the game has a start, and then when you lose all your lives, it shows you a high score, and then you hit the button and you literally just replay. And you just keep playing until you don't want to play anymore. So that's pretty much what Fruit Ninja is all about. So yeah, that's my Fruit Ninja's progress. I hope you're liking how it looks and looking forward to playing it on Friday. It should also support mobile controls, so stay tuned for that. Please consider subscribing to the channel if you've enjoyed this content. Helps me out a lot and gets me one step closer to being a YouTube partner. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in Friday's launch video.